Alex Wood. But it feels like it. Jim. Fuck your feelings, Jim. He's 6'4", but he feels like he's 5'10". All right, you guys ready? Might as well do this shit. Yo, 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 welcome to NS9 Live. I am your host, Anthony DiNardo. Sorry for the language if you guys were listening earlier. But I care about all of your feelings, especially Jim's. So welcome to NS9 Live. I, of course, as mentioned, am Anthony DiNardo. With me, we have Jim Rosati and Tyler, a.k.a. Wagner. Too hopeless. What's up, everyone?
Hopeless as ever, my friends.
How's it going? The 3-screen setup looks pretty good.
Does it?
Looks like trash.
How what's everyone think that's watching this right now? Do you guys prefer the 3 screens? I was supposed to more take like a producer role with this, but you know, you guys just kept complaining, so here I am.
I don't know. I look great in the middle. I think that's the way it should be.
You're the star.
The centerpiece right here.
You know, there's clear reasons why I did this, Tyler.
You guys helped me out with the cheerleader effect because you turned me from a 7 to a 10.
Tyler is the face of the franchise.
Yep, don't trade me.
He's the smartest Pirate fan out there.
Yeah.
Sign me to a 3-year, $50 million contract, please.
Lifetime deal. Blank check.
Oh, so he's the Andrew McCutcheon?
Yes.
Just give him the blank check, right? Doesn't matter.
Give him the blank check. Anything he wants.
Is Tyler considered homegrown, though?
I mean, they make a bobblehead after me. What do you want? Vintage. That's what I am.
What bobblehead is that?
I don't know.
Perfect.
I just saw it. It's been in the package for a long time.
So heads up with the chat. As Bucko Mike's always, lit in this. He says Jim still looks like death. So
yeah, thank you, Bucko Mike.
You got to shave that face, Jim. Use some of that Manscaped.
Right.
Which, by the way, we can get you 20% off if you go to manscaped.com and use code NS9. Go ahead, everyone. Get yourself some 20% off Manscaped. I use it. Jim's used it. Just not on his face.
Not on his face.
Yeah,
don't use it on the face.
Not a little bit of this.
So we got a big show tonight.
There's been a lot that's happened.
Yeah. There's been so much. I mean, we just had a show 13 hours ago, right? Mm-hmm. We broke down the DFAing of Nick Turley. So
I'm really glad you guys took care of that yourself because I don't know if I would have been able to handle it.
You're welcome, Tyler. We save, obviously you, the star of the show. We save all the good stuff for you. We took care of the nitty gritty.
Yep. I'm glad all the F-list stuff is done, so the A-lister right here can take control.
I'm just excited that my phone won't autocorrect to Nick Turkey any longer. So
it did it again today. I'm
going to be honest with you, Jim. The problem might be,
yeah.
The problem might be you ever typed Nick Turley's name out and talked about him.
That is a huge problem.
I'm not sure anybody else has.
I was gonna create a meme, and then I stopped because it didn't actually create much sense. But like most of ours, anyways. So I typed in Nick Turley, which I thought I did, into Google image search, and I got a bunch of turkeys, and I was kind of confused there for a second until I realized it autocorrected it to Nick Turkey. That's why.
Yeah, it's a real dilemma. It's a real issue.
Right. And that's what it was. So as Bucko Mike says, we got Turley for $1. The transactions, I don't know if you saw it. Shout out to Ethan. Ethan tweeted out that the transaction list showed that the trade happened and the Buccos got $0. Because as mentioned, he was, I guess as we're talking about this, since our last episode 13 hours ago, so much has changed in the landscape of baseball. So not only was Nick Turkey DFA'd, but Nick Turkey was traded to the Oakland A's for cash considerations. And then, that's what I'm mentioning here, Ethan tweeted out on the Pirates, I think it was a Pirates transaction list, they showed it was done for $0. And that's what my meme was going to be. It was going to be a Spider-Man meme between him and like the dollar menu, but then I was like, oh wait, that's $1, so it's not the same.
I don't know if that can be correct yet though. Like that's got to be updated at some point.
Can you imagine being a player and just being like, yeah, they traded me for literally nothing.
He's worth $0. No, Jim, I think you are.
They did not
right
even get
as
a
well.
buck.
And I think that's what Ethan elaborated on and said how it's probably just a transactional thing that like listed it there or whatever. But it's just kind of funny showing like it said $0. Like imagine yourself as Nick Turkey, right? And you got traded today and found out that you are literally worth $0.
I guess would it be worse is it worse to be traded for $0 or is it worse to be traded and have the team that traded you pay the contract? So they're actually paying just for you to not be on the team.
I would take the team paying my contract while I'm not there.
I'll say
because at least I'm still getting something out of this.
Either way, you're going to get paid something. It's just who's paying you.
Yeah, but it's kind of funny that, hey, you got rid of me and you're still paying me. Like, isn't that the dream? Get fired and they just keep paying you forever?
Right.
All right, maybe my dream.
Well, yeah, but you're still you're not really, you're still working. It's just they're paying you
to not be there. So that
to not be on your team. They're paying you to literally do your job for a competitor. like imagine if imagine if like AT&T was like, are you an AT&T employee? And they were like, you know what, we don't want you to work anymore. We're not going to fire you. We're actually going to pay you to go work for Verizon. That's how bad you are.
Go screw up them.
Yeah, but I'm screwed up and I'd be like, whatever, you're still paying me to not be there. In the other instance, they literally thought I was worth nothing.
I mean, I guess I'm kind of with Tyler on this. If someone's paying me, I'm probably getting paid some money. Like in Turley's situation, I mean, he could be released and he's not getting paid anything. So at least I know personally, I'm getting paid regardless. I don't care who's paying me. I might take a little blow to the ego, but at least I'm getting paid. Whereas like Turley right now, he got just DFA'd yesterday, then traded today for $0. Apparently. I mean, we're not sure. We don't know yet. Okay. There's probably actual money, but if that were to be the case, right? You're just DFA'd yesterday. You found out you weren't wanted. And then another team wanted you enough to give that team $0 for you. You're literally worthless.
Yeah, it's either way, it's tough. The way Jim put it does like knock the ego down a notch.
Right.
Like I'm paying your salary to not be here.
And now I feel bad for Nick Turley as we're joking about this. He's just, are the consequences of the situation.
Right.
Nothing against him. We had our talk. He's intriguing, maybe a little bit.
He was a person that existed on the Pirates roster.
Now he's on the Oakland.
Yeah, he was a guy.
Chris Collinsworth.
And here's a guy
just got traded for $0. Anyway.
Yeah, not good. He actually wasn't like awful. That's the funny thing. Like he wasn't good by any means, but he wasn't Miguel Del Pozo or anything like that.
Well,
He wasn't awful. I mean, don't get me wrong. He wasn't good by any means.
I mean, Jim's
But at
setting
least
the
he,
standard
like-
with Miguel Del Pozo. Like, if that's
He
the
had
standard, there's a lot of
his
really
FIP.
good pitchers out there.
He
Jim
had a
set the standard of the
3.88
guy
FIP.
that was the top 2020 moment. Him getting released.
True. And that was, hey, my list ended up winning that contest too, by the way. So, yeah.
Oh,
All right,
yeah.
I
that's
think
right.
we've talked way too much about Nick Turley, more than he will ever be spoken about.
Okay, so we'll move
Probably.
on. What do you guys want to talk about? I said it much in jest how we had a packed show tonight because we really don't have a whole lot. We put together a Mount Rushmore as we typically always do, so we'll definitely give you that. But I mean, for you guys in the chat right now, what you guys have any questions? I know Bucko Mike can't stop. Bucko Mike loves this. He says the Pirates will get a buck. By the way,
I had a request on Twitter to ask the guy in the middle to turn his hat around. It'd be a lot cooler if all three of you had backwards hats.
See, I'm not a backwards hat guy anymore. I'm not 12.
I am 12.
I wear it
That's not-
backwards
I
on
am.
this so you can see my face. Because I mean, this is the moneymaker right here.
No, the true moneymaker is the hat, brim down, and mask. I got one thing that works for me, and it's the eyes. And that's the only thing I want to show.
You know what? I mean, I could do
No, turn it back
I
around.
could do some local clothing company a favor here. You know, I don't know if they want to. I don't know if they feel proud that I'm wearing
You look
the
like
hat.
Fat Joe.
Lean back, lean back, lean back.
No.
No,
God,
is this
no.
not it?
No,
Yeah,
yeah, definitely
hold
not.
on. If I'm Fat
No.
Joe, shouldn't it be like this though? Anyways,
I'm gonna be honest. Your first problem is that you're 40 years old and you have a brim as flat as that.
man. Well, Tyler just killed my vibe. I'm done.
All right. Now his second problem is that he's 40 years old and he's wearing a snapback.
Give Tyler a little credit. He's having a rough week. Lamar Jackson won a playoff game.
Oh wow, Tyler.
Good for him.
Talking about Tyler's week.
And the Steelers are about to go into basically a decade of misery.
Jim, everything sucked for me until today when Randy Fichtner was announced that he's gone. Things turned around for me, boys.
No,
Because he was the only problem.
No, but
We're
it
not done
gives me a
talking about
glimmer of
Tyler's
hope that I
sadness.
don't have to deal with him.
I don't care about Fika. That happened for everyone. Let's get back to Tyler. So yes, as you mentioned, Lamar
Yes, I love when we do
Jackson
that.
won a playoff game. The Steelers lost. Who else happened to lose this week, Jim? Was there some college football game as well?
Ooh, Ohio State. They didn't look very good at all.
Mm.
Not at all.
Tyler taking all the L's. Tyler.
Okay.
Tyler.
I'm just gonna be. Bama was clearly the best team in the nation. It didn't matter what the
Yeah,
Buckeyes did.
I think
I
it was
wasn't even
pretty-
mad about that because I just watching Devontae Smith run all over him and Najee Harris get hit in the backfield and drag dude 8 yards. What are you gonna do?
Yeah,
they
it
were
was
very
pretty
good.
clear. Pretty clear that they were.
DJ says
They
you're,
couldn't
were
even get
obviously the
mad
better
about it.
team.
DJ says you're
They
taking
were
big
obviously
L's,
the
Get mad
best.
Tyler.
about it. It's not like the 15 Buck or the 15 Pirates where you're watching Jake Arrieta get calls 3 inches off the corner and lose your mind. Yes, I'm still mad about that.
You don't hold any grudges, do you?
I'm gonna snap for a second, but the guy got every freaking call known to man.
I mean, he was Jake Arrieta at the time. What do you expect?
Yes, but when you're that good, you don't need the ump to help you.
Oh well.
Yeah, I'm okay. That was 6 years ago. Get over it. Yeah.
Right.
How about Archie Bradley? Archie Bradley signed a deal today.
Phillies.
Yeah,
I mean, they need
$6 million.
they need relievers, so it makes
Yeah.
sense
Yep,
to me.
that happened.
Good deal.
Um,
Like I said, I'm real surprised the Reds didn't hold on to him. That's my shocker there.
so you mentioned right, it was I didn't see the terms yet. It was $6 million,
$6 million
For 1 year?
Yeah.
and then what was he going to get paid this year with the Reds? I mean, it was arbitration, so wasn't it? Or did he have? So
It was
what was
arbitration.
he projected for? Yeah, that's
It was his third year of arbitration. He
without looking at
Let's
his
see
stuff.
here.
I'm trying to think like his counting numbers. I don't think he had a ton of saves because
I mean, he was
wasn't used
he
much
was
as
a
a closer.
he was a 4.1 million last year. So he was probably right on
6 million?
track to make 6. Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah.
All right. No, I mean it's good for the Phillies. I mean, it's clearly something they need. I don't think
Okay,
that
but-
moves the needle much for them, but I mean, if they had like 10 more Archie Bradleys,
Now that you mentioned Archie Bradley, just something that comes to mind. That 2011 draft is unreal.
is it?
Garrett Cole. Yeah, Garrett Cole. Trevor Bauer. Rendon. Lindor. Baez. Springer. Jose Fernandez, RIP. Sonny Gray. Joe Panic.
Bauer.
Bradley. Yeah, Bauer.
I don't think. Yeah, did you say him?
Dylan Bundy. Bubba Starling.
Well, Dylan Bundy's good now, but he's with the Angels and
Bubba.
I know, but
he's got that
Brandon
perfect
Nimmo.
stuff. He's got MJ secret
Brandon
stuff. over there.
Nimmo. Colton Wong. That's first round alone.
It was a good, really good draft.
Good talk, guys.
Yeah.
You guys are so much
You,
fun.
you
to
like
talk
you're
to tonight.
kind of actually making me sad talking about that. You know,
Yeah,
I mean-
because I'm so mad we didn't get Rendon.
obviously because of, for one, Jose Fernandez, R.I.P. Miss that dude watching him pitch. But you know, like yeah, that's a great draft, and here we are talking about a rebuild again. Was Bubba Starling in it as well?
Yeah, Bubba Starling.
Yeah.
TJ
Yeah.
just screamed Bubba, so I assume so.
Brandon Nimmo.
What's funny is
How
I
about
feel like Bubba
Dante?
Starling was like in the 2001 draft.
How about Dante
real.
Bichette Jr.?
Oh, Bichette.
You're also missing Trevor Story, Joe Musgrove,
Yeah.
Kyle Crick.
Those were just guys from the first round that I named.
Yeah.
That's
Well, this
really
is
solid
all
Jackie
draft.
Bradley Jr., Michael Fulmer, Blake Snell.
Josh Bell.
Traded for a 26-year-old reliever.
Mookie
But
Betts.
The analytics, Tyler, are looking at him, and Crow could be a feature in the rotation.
Mookie Betts, 5th round pick in that draft, by the way.
Don't sleep on the 11 draft.
How about Pittsburgh Pirates 20th round pick of that draft? Trey Turner. Yeah.
God, I got a big brain here.
You're the smartest.
Can
Pirate
we
fan.
just, you know what? Can we just take a second for Jim to just point out Pirates 20th round pick and I just throw out Trey Turner? I already knew it off the top of my head. Big deal.
Iona Kella was drafted in that draft.
former Pirate great?
He didn't sign, but he was drafted.
Former Pirate.
And then probably to wrap the whole thing up,
Coach
that's probably the
Shepard.
best pick of the draft was Jacob Stallings.
Who
42nd round pick
moving on.
of the Reds.
who did not make MLB's top 10 catchers? The terror, Jim. The nightmares. Pirates
Did
Twitter's
they do
having.
a honorable mention even?
You know, I didn't watch the show. I just saw the list come out, so I don't know specifically. But I mean, I'm not shocked. I mean, is Jacob Stallings really a top 10? He's a very good
God,
defensive
no.
one. He doesn't kill you, right? He doesn't hurt you offensively in that sense for a catcher. But I mean, you're talking top 10 catchers in the league. Jacob Stallings is good. I mean,
No.
where he's at is surprising. But
No.
no, I'm with you. That's what I'm saying.
No.
Like, I'm not shocked. Like, I don't put him in the top 10. You know, last year, I think if you base it off WAR, he was like number 13 and such. Like,
Am I just on a damn island here that real Jacob Stallings sucks? He's not good.
Yeah, I don't think he sucks.
He
right?
sucks.
but
He sucks.
no,
He
he's
sucks.
he's above average when it comes to catchers.
We're coining this. This is Jim's term, and we're coining it for
Pitch
the North Shore
framing,
9.
fun.
Jacob Stallings is a fine catcher.
There you go. Exactly.
He's fine.
He is fine.
Yeah, he's fine for a rebuilding team.
Yeah, for a trade chip because he has value.
To get what?
Something in return. Hey, he's not a top 10
I mean-
catcher. No one here's arguing that.
You know what? I'll give him this. He's going to get you more than Nick Turley got you.
We might get $1. Actually, you might get the $3 with the double cheeseburger on the McDonald's menu there.
Jacob Stallings is not a major league baseball player.
Oh, yeah, he is.
Okay, that's a lie. Jacob
Especially at the catcher
Stallings is
position.
hardly. He's a backup catcher.
I mean, Chris
On
Stewart
it.
had
No,
a
average
career.
I mean,
Yes, I misspoke the first time around. Guys,
I was
not a
saying-
starter. I
but
speak
you don't
in
think he's a
hyperbole
top.
sometimes.
You
gotta
don't
deal
think
with
he's a
that.
top 30 catcher.
No.
Not a
If
top
he
30.
is, then my God, we have shitty catchers in this league.
Well, we do.
This guy-
That's the point.
His bat will get knocked out of his hands by the ball.
I was like proving his own comment correct by
Yeah.
trying to talk negative about it. Yes, Tyler,
'Cause he
there are
is
really bad
bad.
catchers in the league. That's what you've come to.
Can we fix that? We had bad shortstops at one point. When we fix that, can we fix the catcher position next?
We've already talked about once the umps come in, there's no need for a good defensive catcher. So you have Josh Bell's now playing catcher, which actually
Yep.
still might be you're still not,
Yeah,
still not a top 10
you still got to
catcher.
throw. You still got to throw. The framing not good. But,
Yeah, that's true. Actually, I will go to 162 games to see Josh Bell catch.
You imagine him trying to just pop to throw someone out? I feel like his knees would explode.
To our point here, there were not 30 catchers in baseball last year with a positive wins above replacement.
Yeah, they played 60 games.
Right,
Maybe
and there
that-
weren't even 30 of them. No, like there were
Also,
20. There were
Wins above
28.
replacements all over the place with catchers.
There were 26 catchers with a positive WAR in 2020.
And Stallings is like what, number 13, I think, right?
Stallings was number 11,
Okay, 11. So just outside.
What was his war?
And that's the thing. Like, I mean, that's
1.1,
that's
I'm too lazy to look it up, but hold on.
1.1.
where I
talking.
place him. He's not in the top 10. Like, I'm not shocked. I know there's people like, oh my God, he's in the top 10 catcher. He's not in the top 10. I mean, there are some actual good catchers out there. There's not a whole lot, but that's what Stallings in. He's fine. He's not going to hurt you offensively,
He
which is
Stinks.
defensively. He's actually a really good catcher
Stinks.
defensively. He's not elite, but he's
He-
really good defensively, and he's below average offensively.
All right, he was worth 0.7 in baseball prospectus. I just know there was a point in time where defensive metrics were all over the place with catchers.
Yeah, I mean that's one where the sites haven't really figured it out yet.
So that's why when we come to war with catchers, I just kind of ignore it.
That's fair, but I mean, still, even like with the eye test, like he is good defensively and he is below average offensively. But it's not as he has a terrible bat. Like I said, it's not like he is Chris Stewart out there, who I mean,
Don't hate on
he's,
Stewie.
He's kind of like Chris Stewart, actually. It's just he's a
No,
little bit better.
I mean, he was 18th in baseball among catchers in weighted runs created plus.
Well, I'm saying in the sense that like he doesn't really have the pop either.
No,
You know, like if he hits a
does
home
not.
run, you're kind of shocked, like when Chris Stewart ever hit a home run. Which I believe, when Ryan was still on the show, like we had an over-under every year of Chris Stewart 0.5 home runs every single year.
And
And he was
Did
under
it go over
pretty much
once?
all the time.
Yeah, I think the under was picked every time. And I think one year he hit a home run. Might have been
I think
the
it
one.
was in Cincinnati.
I think so. It was
I think he hit like
over
the
left
first one of
field.
the year or something.
He probably hit the top of the fence
It was like a 350-foot home.
off a position
Jose
player.
Canseco was out there and it hit off his head.
Speaking of
Jose
Jose Canseco, he's going to box soon.
Jose Canseco was pitching.
He was pitching. Oh man. Where are we at? Yeah, Jacob Stallings. I don't know. Anyways, Jacob Stallings. Yeah, he's a fine catcher. That's what he is. He's fine. Nothing
He
to get excited
stinks.
about, but he's a major league catcher for sure. Until
Okay,
RoboOps comes coming.
Listen, I misspoke by calling him not a major league catcher.
Doesn't matter. That's
Sure.
what's getting chopped up, and that's what's getting played over and over and over again.
Yeah.
Sure,
All right.
he's a major league
the
catcher.
NS9
But that,
fake news.
whoa. No, what I was going to get about the catcher metrics, like Michael McHenry is worth like 2 WAR with the Pirates, and then according to any place worth its salt with pitch framing, he was negative. So that's why I don't trust anything that comes from Fangraphs really with catching defensive metrics.
That's totally fair. I'm with you on that. You know, and especially like in a
So when Jim
60-game
pointed
season,
out, I was like,
Michael McHenry had a negative 0.2 WAR.
according to Fangraphs?
Yeah.
Okay, then they've adjusted it since.
He only had
However long
one
it's been.
season with the Pirates of a positive WAR, and it was
They have
0.3.
adjusted it.
Yeah.
I haven't read it closely enough lately. But there were points in time where the catchers were at the top of the top. And that's basically when my War on War came out.
was it recent, like in the past 2 years, or old?
I
back
think
in the day?
so. It would have been the year he had one. He had
No,
a
I'm
1.7
saying
WAR per,
when he was a 2 WAR player. Was that like a recent
No,
adjustment, or was this back in the day?
it would have been probably a year ago. I looked at it and he had 1.7.
Okay,
It was the year he
I was
had
gonna say,
like
'cause
a
I remember
112 WRC plus.
changing the way they constructed the WAR and analyze catchers and such defensively. Because like even like Russell Martin too, like he just shot up there. He became like
he
in
had-
2013.
I
He was
know
like
it's Trump, yeah.
a 7
Right,
WAR player
Right.
because of the way.
Yeah,
they
he
did it.
went from like a 3 to a 7.
Right. So did they readjust it? Because if that happened, I wasn't aware of it.
I might have just not looked at him in a long time, which is very possible. I don't go across Michael McHenry's Fangraph page
But
too often.
who's the 27th pick in the 2001 draft? Tyler will tell you.
So Russell Martin's
I can't tell
Fangraph WAR is still really good looking.
Yeah, it got better.
Yeah, like I'm looking at Russell Martin, and according to his Fangraphs page, he should be a Hall of Fame catcher.
Was he a
I mean,
was
he's
he
gonna
a
chase some
7
Kendall.
WAR player that year with the Pirates?
He's at least like
He-
6'2".
So he only had 1.7, and that was actually when he was with the Dodgers in 2008.
When he
But
stole
he
20
was-
bases.
He was a 6.2
Okay.
his last season with the Pirates. Yeah.
I'm telling you guys what, I just said 6.2.
And
That
the
sounds
season
about
before was 5.4. He also did. I mean, he had a 402 on base percentage that year. He was actually legitimately really good. Like
People
Really
also forget, like, he stole 20 bases as a catcher.
Yeah.
With the
he
Dodgers.
was almost 2020. He was 19 home runs, 21 stolen bases. That
as
was
a
his first.
catcher.
I was gonna say, dude's
That
an
was his
athlete.
second
Very-
year.
And then they DFA'd
Real
him.
Muto like.
Yeah, I don't know what the Dodgers were doing.
They DFA'd him after.
Yeah, I don't get it. But yeah, I mean, you're looking at these numbers, and it's like he has a 55 career WAR as a catcher. That's got to be like top 10 of all time.
I don't know. If with everything they've done, if they have adjusted them, he probably got knocked down a little bit.
I'm actually curious. I'm gonna look this up now.
All right.
Career
Well, if we talked
WAR
too long about Nick
catching.
Hurley, we certainly have talked too long about Jacob
We
Stallings
have
and where he
we have
ranks
even
as a
bored me.
catcher. So let's move on. I mean, it's already like 9. It's like 9:40 already too. Are we going to get into
Yeah,
this Mount
geez.
Rushmore or what?
let's get moving into the Mount Rushmore because
Okay.
I don't think anyone else wants to hear us sit in silence about Fangraphs pages.
We've had a half-hour show and we talked about Nick Turley and Jacob Stallings. I mean, I know the Pirates are sad right now, but we don't have to get like the saddest people of the Pirates and talk about them.
And by the way, Russell Martin, 9th all time in WAR as a catcher. So there you
Yeah,
go.
well, war's not a great stat to compare generations. So moving on.
We'll kick it off, Tyler.
Get out your
You're
spinny
the-
thingy.
You're the king of Mount Rushmores. What are
All
we doing
right, so
today?
this week we are doing a Mount Rushmore. Denardo, clarify, we're doing fictional athletes, correct?
I mean, I guess.
Okay. Because
All right.
well, we slightly discussed it, but if we did fictional athlete character, or what was it, fictional sports characters?
Yeah, we decided on fictional athletes.
Yeah, characters could just go on forever. So we're going athletes, fictional. I feel like that might be an argument later if, like, let's just say Jim goes Rudy. I know that his sack was fictional, but he's a real character.
Oh,
And I will
right,
argue
right.
that.
Yeah.
I can assure you that nobody on my list is a real character.
No,
Okay.
no.
I'm glad you have a list because I don't.
Yeah.
So get your spinny thing out, Donardo, and let's rock and roll.
Oh yeah, about
Let's
the
do
spinning
it.
thing because of the new thing overlay here I didn't get that done. So who's gonna go
Rock,
first?
paper, scissors, shoot.
Let's do it. One,
How are we
Jim.
going to do this?
Are we doing a three-way? Three-way rock, paper, scissors?
There is a joke in there that I'm not going to say.
How do you
You
even
two
do
go
this?
first, and then I'll.
All right.
No, so you get a
We're going on
buy?
shoot.
Hold on. I think I should get the buy because I have the most wins.
Okay, that's fair.
All
That's
right.
fair.
That's
All
fair.
right. Okay.
And you could choose your position.
Go, Tyler. One, two.
Rock.
Oh,
2, 3. Oh, what are we doing?
I don't know.
All right. We're going rock, paper, scissors, shoot. I'll call it.
Okay.
Ready? Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Oh,
I have no
let me
idea
go
what
up
that
a
is.
little.
Okay.
Bye.
Rock again. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
damn it.
I win.
Tyler.
All right, Jim. What spot do you want?
Oh,
I feel
thought
like
we were
Jim
going.
wins. Okay.
no, I think we were going. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Rock,
Rock,
paper,
paper,
scissors,
scissors,
shoot.
shoot. I win again.
Damn it.
All right. So Tyler, Jim, and then me.
There you
All
go.
right. I'm gonna take the third pick.
Oh,
I'm gonna
Oh,
take
you
the,
chose.
Yeah, I said
Nice.
whoever we're gonna choose.
Oh.
I feel like that's better than
Just
I'm
one.
gonna take pick 2. I'm gonna take pick 2.
Nardu. It's the
Mario's
first
number
overall
1
pick.
overall pick.
Wait, I'm default. Like I got the number 1 overall pick. How's this bad?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you lost. You lost.
Yeah.
I know.
We
but,
also,
like,
I'm also pretty confident that your first pick is going to be just awful.
Like
Oh.
right, like Jesus
But-
Shuttlesworth.
I'm confident that yours is going to be awful too, Jim. So I'm pretty sure your confidence is going to be awful. I think you picked number 3, Tyler, because you know Jim and I are going to like be terrible, and you're going to end up with the number 1 overall pick at number 3. So I'm not prepared.
Yeah, kind of. I won though.
So I know this is my last pick because none of you are picking him or her. All right, number 1 overall pick. Damn it. I'm just going this. You know what? I don't care if this might be playing in to pandering a little bit, but I got to come strong with the number 1. I got to come strong. Got to wait till I come, all the way back on the turn, back to me to pick again. So I'm just going out there. Forget it. Number 1 overall, the best fictional character, Rocky Balboa. Is that a
No,
no?
that's a good
It's a
pick.
good pick.
No, that's a great
It's a good
pick.
pick.
I thought it would get to me at number 3.
Good.
Good pick.
That's what you get. You should have chose number 1
He
overall.
basically ended communism. He ended the Cold War.
I am one. That is maybe the only good pick you've ever made.
Come on.
Don't worry, he'll screw it up.
I'll give that to you. It was a good pick. And it is
I can't
pandering a
hate.
little bit, but it's not bad. He's a good character.
I learned after I chose the blind side at number 1. I learned, you know what?
You
It's
did
number
do that.
1. You just got to go strong, whatever it is. Even if you're not totally in love with it, you got to go a little fan favorite because then you can start getting creative afterward. So I've learned from my mistakes about the blind side.
All right, my pick.
Yes.
I'm going with Ricky Bobby.
And that is a pick that Donardo would have made.
Going with Ricky Bobby.
You can't prove it.
I mean,
Just
Okay.
all in around, he's a great character. Like great funny movie, and he is.
okay.
I mean, yeah, love him.
I mean, it's a funny movie. I wouldn't consider NASCAR drivers athletes. Like they drive a car around. Does that make me an athlete
Well, I
going
guess
to work?
we already had this. We've had this conversation before, and we're not going to expand upon it now. But yes, they're athletes, and Ricky Bobby was an athlete. Talladega Nights was a sports movie. Yeah,
I got to reconfigure as well because now I got to add characters to rounders on here because poker players are also athletes. Per our conversation, as Jim's talking about that we did have way back in the day. So you will not believe. All right, Tyler, you're up.
All right. You know what? I'm going to go my first, number 3 overall pick. I'm going with the guy that he can run and he can't pass. I'm going Booby Miles. No, he blew out his knee, but he's Booby Miles. At that point in time, you're playing backyard football and someone jukes. Oh, he's Booby Miles.
Okay.
So there's my pick there.
Bust.
Any complaints on that one?
Bust.
I mean, whatever. Oh, man, my second pick's tough. Because you took Rocky Balboa from me.
here's the thing with Booby Miles though, is that he's a real player.
God damn it. You pointed out my argument.
Oh, wait.
You got me there. You got me there.
After
For
Tyler
some
just had this
reason,
whole-
that just
Tyler
I
makes
did.
a rule and then he breaks it.
with his first
All right.
pick.
All right. You guys got me on that one. Now I'm panicking. All right. Scrub all that from the internet. Third overall pick. I'm going with crap. Shit.
See how we are after just 2 picks? We're already like, I don't know what to do.
I know.
You have to make back-to-back picks here.
All right. I'm going with Happy Gilmore.
Oh,
All right, good good one. He was on my list.
Okay. I had to panic there. I'm actually really glad that Jim pointed that out because that would have been really awkward if we were in round 3 and I would argue with someone about something. And
We should have just
Miles.
waited until the whole thing was done, and then I could have brought it up and saying that you were disqualified.
It's just
that's
rude.
smart.
All right, and then my second pick, I'm going to go with. You know what? Just to kind of piss in Donardo's face, I'm going with Johnny Lawrence
Why are you pissing in my face?
because we just had these
First
Cobra
off,
Kai
why is anyone
talks.
pissing in anyone's face?
Donardo and I just had all these Cobra Kai talks, which I finished, by the way.
Did you?
And
Jim, have
yes,
you
and
started
Johnny
Cobra Kai
Lawrence
yet?
is the good guy.
I have not started it yet.
So I'm going Johnny Lawrence.
We need to have a Cobra Kai talk on here. That's why I'm dying to. But Jim,
All
you
right,
need to watch.
Let me
it.
go ahead. This next weekend, I'll try to just binge watch all of it.
It's pretty quick to binge watch.
All right. I'll try it. Try it out.
All right, it's back to Jim. I screwed that one all up.
Wow.
All right. I'm gonna go with someone who, I mean, as a kid, he was clearly very talented in his sport, and then when he grew up, became a Major League Baseball player after outrunning a big, huge dog.
I know.
Benny the Jet Rodriguez. I'm going with number 2.
I'm gonna be honest, I don't really like The Sandlot, so I get that it's a good pick, but I just don't really like the movie.
I didn't
So
realize it got
I
as much-
agree with you actually. Like I'm not like the biggest Sandlot fan in the world. But I mean he was good. He was a good ball player. He carried those Sandlot teams. He saved the Babe Ruth ball from the Beast. So yeah, impressive.
He was also just a really good person. You know?
Yeah. And then he stole home plate at the end of the movie.
That's right.
Like just a straight steal of home.
I know you're gonna get a lot of good votes on that one. I just don't like Sandlot that much, but it's a good pick. It's just I don't really like the movie.
And also, what I'll say is, I think he arguably, might not be even the best pick of that movie. But I digress. Okay. So I got back to back now. So my second pick, I already got Rocky Balboa, so it's pretty much wrapped up. I mean, again, I defeated communism. So
You do realize the Penguins just lost to the Flyers in the opening game of the year.
it's okay. It's all right.
That'd be
I'm
like
not-
me picking
I'm
Ricky
not-
Vaughn right now. I can't do that. Not gonna play well on the graphic.
Well,
So you admit you're a panderer.
well, just because Tyler, I mean, I'll switch them, so I'm not going to go. No, I'll say. I
You
mean,
were gonna pick Ricky
yeah,
Vaughn.
Ricky Vaughn he's actually number one on my list. Just off of memory, like that's like my first one. Like, how could you not? Like, how could he not be one of the best fictional characters as there is? I mean, it's a wild thing. It's a wild.
I just want to point out to everyone listening, the Steelers just lost to the Browns, a Cleveland team.
I
Ricky
get it.
Vaughn pitches for a Cleveland team.
I get it.
We don't
Who
pick them to
cares?
do anything well.
But the Indians are a real team, Tyler. The Indians are a
don't care.
real team. Ricky Vaughn
Damn.
played for a real team. So this is
What's your
good
point?
because the Pirates fans all look up to the Indians. They should all aspire to be the Indians organization and have a bunch of Ricky Vaughns in their club. So Ricky
Took me a
Vaughn,
minute.
I mean,
I gotcha.
again, he was just wild thing. He had his own song. Like, how do you just not envision the greatest fictional character and not think of Ricky Vaughn as one of them? It's already got Rocky Balboa and Ricky Vaughn. I mean, I'm set.
Good pick. I mean, I had him on the list.
The next one I'm going to pick. Now, this is tough because again, I'm going to have a number 4, which is a complete wild card. None of you are going to get. It's one of my specialties, but I'm saving it. So I could go many different directions here, but I just feel like, I mean, Rocky's pretty serious, like what he did. Ricky Vaughn's kind of comedic. I'm going to do it. I'm going to go another route here because my fourth one sews it up. I'm going to go with Crash Davis. I mean, it's just a good
pick,
character.
I
Just an all
had him on
around
the list
One of my
too.
favorite
really
baseball
good
movies.
character
Yeah.
from a good movie. The good character in it. I'm gonna go with that one. I'm gonna go with Crash Davis.
Bull Durham is one of those movies that I don't like old movies, but that's one I would still watch.
Oh yeah,
Same.
like if Bull Durham were on MLB Network on a Sunday afternoon with nothing else on.
Isn't that the bet? Like, just stop what
Yeah.
you're doing.
Yeah.
You're in the middle of like vacuum in the living room. You flip it through the channels. Bull Durham's on. All right, let's unplug this for a few.
Yeah,
Yep.
Yeah.
Lay on the couch.
Good
Which I felt
movie.
like
Make a sandwich, maybe.
that was every Sunday afternoon in 2018. Like I feel like in 2018, that's all you saw on MLB Network was like Bull Durham.
And what was it? Summer Catch or Summer
that been
yeah.
I think that was
whatever
Summer
the,
Catch is
whatever
on
the
there all
one
the
with
time too. Yeah,
Freddie Prince Jr.
yeah. Yikes.
yeah.
All right.
Jessica Biel.
Touche.
Okay. All right. I think this is gonna be our first double. So I'm going with another athlete from a movie that's already been named. I'm going with Shooter McGavin.
He sucks.
Jim, that's what I was debating on right now. I was gonna go with Shooter.
Shooter McGavin. I mean, just a great character. He was good at his sport, and he was just a huge douchebag. But he played the part. He played the part of the villain, and he did it perfectly. And you couldn't have Happy Gilmore without Shooter McGavin.
Yeah, when
Okay.
Tyler picked Happy, I have Shooter above Happy. Like to me, Shooter McGavin's the better character than Happy.
That's so. No, he's not.
I just kind of hate Adam Sandler, so that's probably part bias of me.
Well, you're a loser.
True.
All right. Well, I think I'm going to cause some controversy here. This, do we have like parameters on set on fictional athletes here?
Yeah,
Like,
what
unlike
do you
your
see?
first pick, they have to be fictional.
Okay,
Yeah.
perfect. All right. Well, my third pick is going to be Pablo Sanchez from Backyard Baseball.
Does that count?
Okay.
I guess. I mean, it's a fictional.
You said fictional.
I guess it counts.
Wow. We'll allow it. Pablo
All right.
Sanchez.
We'll allow it.
I wanted to
Yeah.
test the waters there.
Yeah, we'll allow it.
Pablo Sanchez. If you got Pablo Sanchez like with first overall pick, you won Backyard Baseball, football, whatever it was. He's like 3 foot tall, beer belly. I feel like I just struck a nerve. I feel like I struck a nerve for Pablo.
So like personally, I never played any of those backyard sports games. So I mean, I know who he is.
Was
but
elite.
I don't really care.
Okay, that's fine.
So,
Well, he's my third pick. All right, and my
All right.
fourth pick, I'm going with Airbud.
All right.
You think that Twitter doesn't love dogs? I'm getting all the votes for Airbud.
My man just said Airbud.
I'm getting all the votes for Airbud.
Oh god. All right.
Hold on. I got to write this shit down. He said Airbud. My man
You can't deny that I'm going to get
Pablo
some Twitter
Sanchez
votes for
and
Airbud.
Airbud. Holy hell. All right. Well, we know who's losing this week. So, Jim, this is a big
we'll
pick.
see.
This can win it for you or give you second place.
You guys don't understand how much Twitter loves the puppers.
All right, I'm gonna go with he was known mostly for his role as a coach in this series. However, he did actually play the sport at parts of it. So I'm going with Gordon Bombay.
I don't know who that is.
From the Mighty Ducks.
Oh, it's been so long since I've seen Mighty Ducks.
Jesus. Airbud over here doesn't know who Gordon Bombay is.
I guess that's a technicality because I thought about him too and I was thinking coach, but you're right. He did play. So theoretically, he also was an athlete. So
there's flashbacks in it, like from when he was a kid.
Yeah,
and he was playing minor league hockey at the beginning there. Yeah.
I like it.
Gordon Bombay.
Hold on, I gotta tweet. Tell me Airbud isn't a top fictional athlete.
Are you? Come on, you can't do the. He's spiking the votes. He's rigging the election here, Jim.
This is rigged. It's rigged. Stop the steal.
You can't do
Hold on, I'm
this,
busy.
Tyler.
I gotta find a photo of Airbud as well to add in there. I mean, look at the puppers.
Oh my god. I need to speak to my marketing campaign manager. All right, so I guess it's on to me now. The very last pick. And there's so many other good ones. Like I truly almost kind of feel like this isn't worthy, but it's so in my mind underrated. I hate you, Tyler. Tell me Airbud isn't a fictional kid. Okay. So we're talking about athletes. I feel like this movie doesn't get enough love. I love this movie as a child. It's also one like if it's on, I'll watch it. And we're talking athletes. Like I didn't see this guy in any of the lists, but I'm going with Sanka Coffee and Cool Runnings. Dougie Doug. How do you not love that guy? Like, I mean, that movie that's why I was talking about like I had Rocky was serious. Vaughn, who was, I guess the comedic relief in that movie a bit. And that's why I didn't go with Shooter McGavin because it's also going to have this character. But yeah, Dougie Doug in that movie. Cool Runnings. Sanka, right? Kisses the egg. That's a really good character in my mind.
I mean, Airbud literally caught footballs.
He won Jamaica gold. Well, actually, he didn't. That's not how the movie ended. Never mind.
Yeah, but now I want to watch Airbud.
I want to watch Cool Runnings.
I have no interest in watching Airbud right now.
Airbud's the best.
I would watch Cold Runnings though.
That makes a good point. Jim, have you even ever seen Airbud? Like, have you watched Airbud? I can say
Like
I have
I've never been like I've like caught it at times, like bits and pieces, but like I've never been like, okay, let's sit down, let's get some popcorn out, let's watch Airbud. That has never happened.
Okay, and that's fair. Like, that's where I'm coming at. Like, I mean, I think we've all seen bits and pieces of a bunch of movies, right? But you can't say like you've watched
I've
it.
seen every
I've
Airbud.
never watched Airbud. Sure, I've seen a clip. All right, it's been on TV and I've glanced. I've seen it for a bit, but like I've never watched Airbud. Tyler,
Now when I'm going to win.
you're not gonna win.
Airbud has
was
a
an-
45% rating on Rotten Tomatoes.
You're not gonna win.
Yeah, well,
Tyler.
so do your stupid movies.
I'll bet they don't.
If Tyler wins, I'm this is rigged.
Yeah, I agree.
Listen,
Count the votes.
I know how to work the votes here. People love the puppers on Twitter.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
but
I am going to-
people also realize and understand that you're pandering. I think you're taking our followers for granted. I think you don't think they're
I am
smart
going
enough to
to
make.
overload
If you are listening,
those
listen.
replies with photos of dogs.
If you're listening to the
Like-
show before you vote, the show will be out Friday morning. I will then put out the votes. If you're listening to this, please do yourself a favor. Have some intellectual integrity, right? Do not vote for Airbud because he's a puppy. That's a terrible fictional character. Do yourself a favor and do not vote for Tyler.
He was a dog and he scored touchdowns.
That was CGI. Didn't really happen.
I don't care if your stupid Cool Runnings won some luge competition.
Some luge.
They
My
actually
dog
didn't-
was
they actually
scoring
didn't win.
touchdowns.
I know, right?
Exactly. Yeah, my dog was winning.
They came in last place. They walked across the finish line in a bobsled competition.
I mean, I think I win because I got the puppers. I got Pablo Sanchez.
I think
Yeah,
you
Happy
come in
Gilmore.
last. To be honest with you, Happy
we
Gilmore is your
will
only.
see.
Happy Gilmore is your best pick.
We will see.
And he's
I don't remember my
the
second
second
pick.
best character on the movie.
What
That's
was
true.
my second pick?
It's a shame Bob Barker's not viewed as an athlete because he'd be third then.
No, really. What was my second pick? I don't remember it.
It was Johnny Lawrence.
Oh yeah, I love that pick. I love it so much.
You know what? So I don't think this
So
matters.
recency bias
but
might
this
be
Johnny
nice
Lawrence, is that
for
like a dual pick almost? Like you have 80s Johnny Lawrence and you also have current Johnny
Yeah.
Lawrence?
I get Johnny Lawrence just like you get all the Rockies.
Oh yeah, I guess that's true.
Yeah,
Although it's still a
he gets
period
all of it. Yeah,
Okay.
You get
Yeah.
the dumb Rocky too.
The dumb Rocky. I guess you're right. I got like 13 movies out of that pick, so
I should have
it's pretty
just
legit.
picked everyone that beat up the Nardos characters.
I had Drago on my list,
I should have picked him.
which would have been funny
Put you
that
a second?
I'm preaching that, like I defeated
I don't know,
communism
actually.
and then I picked the communist.
right.
We'll see when the graphic comes out, boys, because I'm telling you what,
I'm ready for it.
Airbud's gonna get me some votes.
What were some honorable mentions that didn't make the list?
Pretty much
I
anyone.
feel like
from
Tyler's
Field of Dreams.
list was the honorable mentions. So
That's true. Yeah, that's true. So I had a couple on my list that
I
weren't
had
picked.
Airbud.
I had it was another double, Cal Naughton Jr.
yes,
Very good character.
who I
Um,
also think could be arguable in who is the best character there.
yeah, I think you could make an argument.
I think they played very well with each
Um,
other.
They did. I had Jackie Moon, Kind of sticking with Will Ferrell, Jackie Moon from Semi Pro, and Bobby Boucher. I had Bobby Boucher on my list.
And Paul Crew was on my list ish. I don't really have much of a list. I figured Jesus Shuttlesworth would get taken by DiNardo.
He's on my list just in case. I had to make a very long list because I didn't know how many were going to take in. But I did have Jesus Shuttlesworth. I had, of course, I mentioned Drago. I had
I did have Adonis Creed on my list.
Fair. I had
Bugs Bunny.
Bias.
Bugs Bunny.
More Lola Bunny because she gave
she's a babe.
Adolescent kids a weird rabbit
she's
fetish.
A doll. I had Michael Squins Palladors. So again, going with Benny the Jets, I think Squins could be arguably one of the better characters as well. And then, see, this is one, Jim, you kind of made me think, like, you picking the coach, right? Back in the day, he was the actual player. I didn't put this guy on the list, but once you said that, it made me think about it. But Patches O'Houlihan from Dodgeball.
Yeah, that would have been a good one. Yeah,
one that would pull on the heartstrings. G Baby from Hardball.
Bucko Mike brought up Charlie Conway from Mighty Ducks. I was thinking about throwing Charlie Conway in there, but I don't know. He was kind of a wussy at times.
Who was the bigger kid? That's not his name, right? It was the Knuckle Puck.
Like one of the Bash brothers.
Oh no, the goalie.
Oh, Goldberg. So I was thinking Goldberg too. Yeah. Goldberg was he didn't make my list, but I gave him some thought.
Uncle Mike says Ham Porter, also from Sandlot, also again potentially arguably one of the better characters.
The problem, the one slight issue is that a lot of the great sports movies are based on real events. So I ended up picking Boobie Miles.
Something I want to point out, and also, of course, made the decisions because we mentioned like if it's going to be athlete or character. If it was just going to be character, which theoretically, I guess I still could have picked it because back in the day, he obviously would have been an athlete. But Mr. Miyagi, I don't think he like really makes a list, but I thought about it. But what I really want to say is one thing I'll mention, speak about Cobra Kai. I finished that. Obviously, we've had a talk a little bit about here. I'd love to have more. But I went back and what I watched was The Next Karate Kid with Hilary Swank just the other day. It's on Netflix. I've never seen it before. Man, I miss Mr. Miyagi. Like, I feel like that's the missing piece in Cobra Kai somehow. Like, Mr. Miyagi brought those movies all together.
I think the missing piece is that it's written like shit.
We'll get there. I just want to say, man, I miss like Mr. Miyagi's stupid humor. But anyways.
Yeah, for the most part, most of the great movie characters in the sports genre are real athlete. Well, based upon real people. Even though his sack was fake.
Yeah,
I felt like
he didn't play. I don't even think he played.
He played like 2 plays, but he had like a quarter of a sack.
I was gonna say I felt like I liked that movie when I was younger, and that was it. Like as I got older, I didn't really care for it.
Yeah, I realized it's not very good.
I think it was just that. I mean, I had seen it so many times, just kind of got tired of it.
Yeah, but I've seen other movies a lot of times as well, so I don't know.
I don't know, boys. We'll see how Airbud plays out, but I think it's going to play pretty well.
I think Airbud is not going to play out as well as you think.
No, we'll play. We'll find out. We'll find out.
We will. We'll find out. Do you know what the budget for Airbud was?
About
the budget
50,
for the whole film.
3 million?
Scooby Snacks?
$3 million to make Airbud.
I am so good at this right now.
$3
Jim says
million.
something, I got the answer. I'm telling you.
I mean, the main character was a dog. I mean, how much is a dog going to cost?
Yeah. What are you gonna pay him?
We're not talking about Denzel over here. You had a dog.
Dog was pretty impressive.
But like, imagine you couldn't make a movie, like a Hollywood movie today for $3 million. You couldn't do it.
Probably not.
Yeah. Yeah. I want to say, what did Super Troopers bring in? Super Troopers 2. When they had that crowdfunded. Like, I felt like that's as close as you're going to get. And they had to crowdsource that.
What was their budget?
What did they make that movie? I mean, that's what you're looking at. You're looking at a pretty.
Yeah. So they made it with 13.5.
So there you go. I mean, that's as low as you pretty much get. And that was
Yeah.
4 times the amount as Airbud.
Mhm.
Yeah, but it's got a great fictional athlete.
No. All right, boys.
We shall see, my friends.
I think Tyler's losing.
All right.
Jim, good luck.
Thanks.
We'll see, friends. We'll see you tomorrow.
We out of here.
Yeah, I think we talked enough about Nick Turley and fake people.
Oh no. All right. Let's get out of here. All right. We'll see y'all then next week. Probably. Bye-bye.
Later.
Sorry, Scouts.